Hey, what's up everybody? Tyler MV here, and I have to say that I got to play Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 2, and I have some thoughts on it. First of all, heh. Second of all, I had a great time playing it. So, when I got to the floor, I was expecting to just play Chapter 2, but Chapter 1 leads into Chapter 2, and I have to say that Chapter 1 was a lot more polished. The artwork looked better, the mechanics were smoother, Bendy looks a little bit different, no spoilers. What they did was they just built off an already great product. And they also added a little bit to the tail end of Chapter 1. So it's worth checking out again, so I can't wait for Chapter 2 to drop so you can all see that. And then there's Chapter 2. So Chapter 2 doesn't carry the story too much farther, but there were a lot of interesting things happening. So I was talking to the man, the meat, the legend, the Meatly himself, and he was telling me that what I played was actually about 20% of the full chapter. So I didn't get too much story, but there were a lot of notable things happening in the game. First of all, there were actually combat mechanics introduced to the game. Yes, that's right, combat. So you're not just swinging that axe trying to knock down boards and whatever. You're actually swinging it at some thing. I don't want to give too much away, no spoilers, but all I have to say is beware the ink. And I also learned that you're not exactly alone inside the studio. Now, I'm not just talking about Bendy, but there may be some other characters going on. And if Chapter 2 is more of the same, I know it's going to be a fantastic chapter. I know you're all going to enjoy it. So right now, if you haven't played Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 1, it's free on GameJolt. I do believe it's one of the highest rated GameJolt games of all time, so it's definitely worth checking out. And there's so many things to love about Bendy and the Ink Machine. I mean, the artwork, the atmosphere, the sound design. They do a great job of creating this setting, this cartoon inky kind of horrific setting. It's definitely narrative driven story, but it's great and I love it for what it is. And it's a horror game you can actually play. You don't have to be into horror games. You know, you can be a scaredy cat like me and still get through the game and have a lot of fun. So those are my thoughts on Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 2. Hopefully you check it out when it comes out. It should be releasing on GameJolt, he said this month. And I do believe they announced that it would be $6.99 American. So, you know, keep an eye out for that and I hope you have a lot of fun. Talk to you later.